Hi, I'm Nick Shell. I've got a question for you. I just can't figure it out myself, so I'm going to ask you, the internet and YouTube world, I guess especially my subscribers. Thank you to all 463 of you. My question today is 1983 the early 80s or the mid 80s? And 1983 has always been my favorite year. And I think even Hollywood studios would agree, because you look at the new X-Men movie. What year does that movie take place? 1983. You look at Stranger Things. When does the show begin? I think it's November of 83. I think it eventually goes to 1984. But 1983 is a fun, nostalgic year. What's that, 33 years ago? Fun times. I was a couple years old, but I remember parts of it. Great year. But is it the mid-80s or the early 80s? Because most people naturally say, well, that's the early 80s. But not really, because when you think, you divide a decade up, okay, so what's the late 80s? 87, 88, 89. What would be the early 80s? 1980, 1981, 1982. So if we're allowing ourselves 3 years for the early 80s and 3 for obviously the last, that would make the mid 80s 83, 84, 85, 86 even. It almost depends on where you want to place 1986. But we've already got 3 years for late 80s, 87, 88, 89. So by default, mid 80s should be 83, 84, 85. Right? Okay, so from the top, early 80s, 80, 81, 82. That's 3 years. Mid 80s, 83, 84, 85. 86? Then late 80s, 87, 88. But no matter how you divide even 86, it still puts 83 in a position where really it's the mid 80s, right? And I don't want it to be. I want 83 to be the early 80s. That's what I want. But I don't know that it is. I'm letting you, the internet, decide. Is 1983 the mid 80s or the early 80s? I want it to be early, but I'm pretty sure it's mid. You decide. Leave a comment.